So either you just wait for this to wear off, or you scour it from your pattern later on.
Well, neat. But did I dispel the thing?
Yes, the thing accelerating the magic accelerating the reproduction rate of these things slowly dissipates.
Well, good, I think.
So they're still there, though. I mean, I can't see any of this. I can't see life magic. I'm just kind of sitting here.
As soon as these symbols go away, the life altering magic, there's nothing that could tell you that these exist anymore.
So they disappear to us.
Yeah, essentially, because as I had stated earlier, these were not visible to the naked eye.
So we still can't see them even with Mage Sight anymore?
No, you can't see them at all now.
Ah.
So there was arcane in the infected wound. One of you animal people who know more about animals than me. Are there magic animals?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he just get bit by a magic wolf and get magic rabies or something? Like,
no, that's not how that works.
well, that's why I'm asking. You can't get bit by a rock. Much.
No, but you can get hurt by a rock.
Did he say what he was bitten by?
From what you can remember, he just stated it was some animal. He didn't really get a good look at it. It bit him and then took off.
Okay.
Was it the deer? What? I saw a really weird deer. It was banging his head and then he just leapt into the river. It was really odd. So maybe he was going around biting people.
Well, this guy didn't go around biting people. He just up and died.
Well, thank goodness.
But
That he wasn't going around.
Let's bury him with some rocks on top of him this time, just in case.
By this time, you finished digging out the hole, by the way.
Oh, thank God.
Igor.
Why didn't you use magic?
That's a good point. Why didn't I use magic? I'm not very smart. I could have used magic.
Because it gets tiring.
I also want to point out that was said by the person that has the highest wisdom score out of these three.
It was
just because his character does not mean he has to.
Exactly. My character in the same position would not have used magic. Or if he did, he would have risked losing some wisdom.
I mean, I could like use shaping or something and like. I don't know.
Well, the hole is dug.
The hole is dug now.
We can make it really deep, though.
It's deep enough. Just use, if you really want to use magic, just use the magic to move the dirt onto the hole. So then you're done burying him.
How long does it take to scour?
It takes a few hours because you literally have to inspect your pattern. So it's not something that you're going to be doing on the fly.
All right, so that's... I kind of wanted to scour the kidneys, but if it's going to take that long, then nah.
It's something that you can take the kidneys along and work on it in your own private time, so to speak.
Oh. I'll just be carrying a couple... Is it both kidneys or just one?
Just one of the kidneys is out.
Oh.
The other one is still inside the body. At least, you can see something that has the mana dumped on it, and it looks like the same thing that's inside the body. So you're like, okay, yeah.
Okay. I'll take this part that's covered in mana and try and clean it off before I return it, and maybe see what he was trying to do with it. So bury the rest.
and forget the rest.
It doesn't take long for you guys to move the body and the organs that you aren't taking with you into the hole and cover it back up. At this point, you guys have spent a few hours in the monolith. So where do you guys want to head? Do you guys want to head back town? Or do you guys want to head out in one of the other directions to try and see if the person left any sort of trail?
Are there no footprints?
Give me a... That would be, what, wits plus survival?
I would assume.
Yeah, it would be survival. And if you have the specialty hunting, I would allow you to use that, since looking for footprints would be underneath hunting.
I don't have hunting for survival, but I have dog. Can dog help me?
Does dog have any idea what scent he's looking for?
Yeah, he pet the dog.
He did, yes.
So you're having him look for Tordor?
Yes. Was Tordor in here? Yeah, there's a thought. And look for footprints and whatnot.
Okay, so give me the roll for the footprint.
Okay, so that's survival is 2, wits is 5 dice. 2 successes.
You are able to find footprints in the tall grass. They do seem to, as you follow them, loop back into town. Obviously, once you get into town, you're not going to be able to follow footsteps.
There's a lot more footsteps in the town.
Yeah. As for your question about your dog, you would need to be able to speak with him directly to be able to communicate that, because the way dogs track people is you give them something to smell and then they follow that scent. You don't have anything of Tordor's scent, so you would need to ask him directly. Then
I guess I'll have to cast Speak with Beasts and ask him directly.
So go ahead and give me... I'm assuming you're doing one reach instantaneous.
Yeah.
Are you using any yantras?
Well, my rain stick, because that's for everything. Sure, and high speech, so that's 3 dice.
And you're doing this before you reach town, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And then...
So that's 1, because it's life, correct?
Yes.
So that's 4, 2, 3. So that's a total of 7 dice?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's 7 dice.
Okay, go ahead and give me the roll for 7.
10 again, 7 dice. Ooh, 3. Not that it matters.
Okay, so... Yes, he can smell that Tordor was in the area, but the scent is old.
Old? As in older than a day?
No, not older than a day. It's just he was not there that day that you guys went in there.
Oh, I see, because he was in here yesterday.
Yes.
Ah.
Or, the dog can't really give you exact dates, but...
Right.
Extrapolation, yes.
Yeah, so... Dog says Tordor was here, he smells him in here. These are his footprints, I assume, and they loop back into town.
Well, if this body was dug up like a few hours ago or whatever...
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Alright, so he is still suspicious. I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt for a moment, but... the chivalry.
That's a good thing you didn't. So what's the plan?
Well, let's go find him.
That's step 1 of the plan, yes.
Okay, and then when we find him, we hit him with the rock?
Well, okay, we can question him first.
And then
we
hit
hit
it.
Yeah.
Then we hit him with the rock. You know what? Simple. I like it. Let's do it.
Fine with me.
It doesn't take very long for Dog to be able to track down Tordor. He is actually just kind of hanging around near Igor's longhouse. That was where he was supposed to stay. He kind of looks at you guys kind of excited. Oh, good. I was actually looking for you guys. I'm ready to go into more detail on what I need.
Oh, what you need. Oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead and tell you what we need. We need answers. And then I
Yes,
point at
what
him.
do you need first?
Wait, what?
We don't want to accuse him immediately, you know.
All right. Okay.
We gotta make him think we're still working with him. I figured that was kind of like part of the, you know, we question him first, you know, like.
Okay, so we're gonna let him ask us questions first. Okay. You may ask us questions first.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, you were whispering. I couldn't really hear. Yes. Oh my God.
Pardon our swamp friend here. I think she might have what they'll call in the future schizophrenia.
He doesn't spend too much time around people.
Ah, all right.
This would be offensive if it wasn't true.
And he kind of makes his way into the longhouse, just if you guys wish to follow, or as you guys follow him.
Yeah.
He says, all right, so the reason I came here is because my entire village died recently. This sickness came in and wiped out the entire village within a week. I was not present, so I did not get sick. I come looking for villagers, or the village's why, to see if they have seen anything of the sort, to try and figure out what killed my people.
Well, I am not an expert on sickness, but our village is still quite intact, you see. I mean, I'm sure I've probably like heard of some like, you know, sicknesses that, you know, have killed people in the past. Like, I don't know, maybe a bad case of the flu.
Yeah, stuff like that, but nothing on the scale that he's referring. For an entire village to go in less than a week is a little odd.
It could be like smallpox or something.
We don't know what smallpox is.
You know. It's whatever we called smallpox back in the day.
It could very well be like smallpox. We just don't know what it is.
So, as I stated, I came to ask of the wise if you guys... I'm not looking for mortal answers. I'm looking for supernal answers. So part of the reason I came was to ask if you guys had noticed anything supernal having to do with diseases.
And the other?
Well, let's start with this first.
Ah. Supernal diseases. I mean,
I'm assuming supernal just means magic, because
Yeah.
I'm not a very good smart person here in this system.
You are correct, sir.
I've only ever cured diseases, not caused diseases. So I wouldn't really know from personal experience if there is any magic diseases going on. And if there are, they're not coming from here.
Well, that is good to hear. I am glad that you have not experienced the heartache I have. That is comforting, and I hope you never have to experience it.
How
However-
long were you till you went back to your village? When you left, everything was fine and dandy, and then you came back, everyone was dead. How long between that time? More or less.
It was around a week that I was gone.
Oh. Ooh.
Our village numbered roughly 200, 300 people. So
You say they died, but you have anything like any proof that it was an arcane incident? Like, was there anything particular about the bodies that
through
would
my
lead you to
own
believe that?
through my own scrutiny of magic, being a shaman of sorts, I did not see any spells that were cast using arcane forces, but I know illnesses, dealt with several illnesses. To wipe out so many people in such a short time, I can't think of anything other than supernal truths that would cause such a thing.
Nature is unforgiving. It is quite possible there was simply. I don't know. I mean,
Life.
admittedly, at this point, it would probably be, punishment from the gods. But I don't know what our god's situation is. Like, do we?
Yeah, we know of a few.
We know them personally. We go out on the weekend.
Somebody in the Neolithic age drives a motorcycle like a lunatic.
That was a cow.
Did you upset any of the gods? Or anybody?
Not to my knowledge. The reason I was gone was I was speaking with my master at the time. So I can't honestly say if they did anything to anger anybody, but I know my people. They were kind folk.
So you went to talk with your superior, came back, village wiped out, and then you went back to your superior, and that's when he sent you over here?
No, he had already given me my orders. I was going to collect my stuff from my village before I made my journey, and then that's
Oh, so his quest, you've already received it prior to finding out what happened to your village.
correct.
If you answer to this master of yours, surely they too are quite knowledgeable in the arcane. Surely they would have some input, did they not?
I have not went to go see them. I was sent immediately out to do something, and I intend to do it before I return.
Then what did he send you out to do from? Because from last night you made it clear that he wanted our help with something.
Yes, he does. He taps his fingers together as he is clearly lost in thought. If you guys want to roll me a wits plus empathy.
Let's see. 3.
Empathy? Is that a skill?
Yes.
Social.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah, nothing from me.
You can tell he's just taking a while to think. Oh,
Never
Well-
mind, I'm apparently a very empathetic man, even though I'm untrained.
all right. For all Kalmir can tell is he's taking a long time to think. As for you, Igor, you're able to tell he's, by the look on his face, he's thinking of what to say next in the context of they are in between me and the door. Type. And also, Catalina has the same idea. I am starting to feel really, really bad for Kalmir.
I'm not getting anything. What's happening?
He feels nothing.
Your program is against me.
So both Catalina and Igor can tell he's more trying to figure out what will keep him the safest.
I don't blame him.
He kind of sighs and he goes, "Yes, my master does want your help. Recent events being what they are, however, it might be more prudent if you were to meet him yourself and make your own decision."
I'm sure you're aware we have our duties here. I'm afraid, making a trek out into the middle of the woods to meet some person we have no idea who it is, just to hear him out. It's not exactly how I want to spend my weekend, Like I was thinking about hitting rocks together, maybe cooking some rocks, lighting some rocks on fire, seeing how that works, Like I'm kind of busy.
He sighs and kind of shakes his head. "Well, then I guess there's nothing to it then. I will continue on my journey to find more useful help." And he kind of makes his way in between you guys and leaves.
And I'm going to
Kinda feel
follow
bad
him,
for him.
because I'm not done talking to this guy.
What? You basically sent him off. That's not very nice.
Well,
I feel kind of
neither is
bad
he.
for him. What do you mean not nice? He
We
came,
haven't
he
asked him
answered
about
questions.
the grave stuff yet.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, sir, before you go, I've got a question for you. Are you familiar with corpses?
Do you really think he's gonna want to answer after you just basically said screw you and your village? I don't care.
I didn't say screw your village. I said screw your master. If he wants to talk,
Screw
he
your
can come here
master
and look at
because your
himself.
village had already been screwed. I mean, really, I wouldn't want to help you out after that. I'm just saying.
He kind of he turns around to face Igor and he just goes, "I mean, I know about as much as corpses as the next person.
Yes, yes. How good with a knife would you say you are, pray tell?
I'm better with a hatchet."
So perhaps just a minor question. How familiar with burial grounds are you?
I mean, I've conducted funeral rites in the past, as every wise has for their people.
I see, yes. And perhaps it's different in your village, but if here we have a custom. If some would like to visit, it's a common occurrence that we would we'd pay tribute to the dead of both our own village and where they hail from. And it sounds like you have plenty of dead in your village. Not to be brash, but perhaps a moment of silence is in order.
Yeah, he stops for a second and he goes, "What exactly are you getting at?"
I'm trying to say this nicely, but what the hell were you doing? Cutting out organs.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I'm getting the rock.
Okay, no need to get the rock. Basically, we went to our burial grounds because we saw somebody suspicious go in. When we followed, there was an open corpse. Specific organs missing, other organs out. Obviously, you can see why we connected the two because you are the only different thing in our village right now. Before you, nothing weird happened.
As stated, I have no idea what you're discussing. Or
I would like to cast a spell. Pierce Deception, Prime 1.
Does he get a withstand on that?
Let's see. Prime is the Arcanum of Truth, and no falsehood may stand before it. By means of the spell, the subject sees illusions, phantasms, and lies for what they are. Sees through mundane falsehoods, and perceives automatically magical illusion or deception automatically provokes a clash of wills.
Okay, so it does provoke a clash of wills. So, clash of wills.
Only if he's magically lying. Or he doesn't know that someone cast a spell on him that makes him lie or something like that. I don't know.
Two supernatural powers clearly oppose. Okay. I wasn't sure if it... Okay, then, I mean, in this situation, yeah, you can just tell that he's lying. Since he's not using a spell, he was just using subterfuge.
Ah.
That's what that roll was his subterfuge. So yeah, you can tell he's lying. But I mean, that does... You can tell he's lying.
Well, I haven't actually cast the spell yet. I mean, I would have preferred to have cast a spell before we started talking to him. But...
Well, go ahead and... You guys are out in public, however.
Well, this isn't... It wouldn't be like a dramatic use of magic.
So you're not going to use any of your yantras or anything?
I'm trying to think of...
Because obviously if you start speaking in high speech, that's... It still causes it.
I don't think I'd be able to use high speech. I think I could still use my brain stick.
All right, give me that. Give me that roll.
Hit him with your...
All right, so I get 2 free reach for this, yes, because I'm at Prime 2 and I'm casting at 1.
Yes.
So I want to use the instant, and I was hoping to get 3, but we'll go with... I can use reach to increase the duration, right, for the scene?
Yes.
So those would be my 2 reaches.
Okay. Make your roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 dice. Hey. So 3 successes. It's active for the scene.
There we go. It didn't show up until later.
Oh,
okay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You can tell he's lying.
Okay. Now, I'm fairly well versed in, deception, and I can see it pretty easily when it's used against me. So you may want to rethink those words.
I have no reason to.
I mean...
I'm getting the rock.
He's going to give you a reason.
Yes, since you guys seem to want to turn things violent. And
well, there is no need for violence unless you would not want to cooperate, you see? We are merely asking questions, and all you have done today is tell us that your village has been wiped out and have dodged every other question. We still don't know what your master wants, we don't know who he is, and, well, we know you're lying to us here.
Did you take the organs?
Within a blink of an eye, he has just completely disappeared.
Counterspell!
I don't think we have that.
No, I do.
Oh shit, what?
He's higher level mage than us.
That's prime for you.
Well, I think she's referring to the fact that she's counting dice and she knows the dice pool, so she's counted the dice and she's like, "Holy crap! Hold up!"
Oh, I see.
Because I rolled 9 dice there.
Doesn't change my attempt at a counterspell.
I mean, you can attempt, but
Trying to. Where is it? Oh,
Or
I think.
like you-
Deduct successes from his, correct? For counterspelling?
It's.
It's on page 192. Counterspell. That's a 1 dot attainment.
we're just lucky he took dead organs and not live organs.
192. Hold on, I need to get there. So,
Counterspell is a clash of wills. So, okay, since you're trying to counter this spell, I'll just count that as his roll for his clash of wills against you. So it's your Gnosis plus your Arcanum.
okay. It would be, I guess, prime.
Oh,
Unless-
wait, hold up.
Unless I know what he's using.
Counterspell. You actually have to use the exact same Arcanum he's using. Because it says here, a mage can attempt to counter any spell that uses the Arcanum. Even if it uses another Arcanum, but always counters the highest Arcanum of the target spell.
Yeah, so the mage may use counterspell and any awakened spell. I roll Gnosis in prime when I don't know the Arcanum used, or when it would be higher than the appropriate one.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and use your prime.
All right, so that's 2 of 5. Probably not gonna win. One
Okay.
success.
So his spell still goes off.
Dang.
As none of you have mage sight, and you don't have the mage sight to be able to see what happened.
There's not still active, I assume.
You don't have the Arcanum for it.
Space.
Oh, you do have space?
I have space.
I wish I could see more than one character sheet at a time.
You can. You just have to open multiple of them.
Oh, okay, there we go. It's just I don't have a lot of room on my screen for
You
this.
can make them smaller.
Yeah, okay. Yes, you can tell space was used. Much more space than what you're able to muster.
Right. He's pretty good.
No, really? He literally disappeared right before our very eyes. Did anybody else see that?
No.
Okay, good. Last thing we need is another village crazy. Okay, so at least we now know who took the organs. Saying the upside of this. No? Can I look at both of you? No?
The upside is we now have a target.
That too.
I now am not limp. I do not have to hold my rock. I was gonna say hold my blade, but I don't really have a blade. I can make a blade.
All right. So we have a target. We have
We still don't know.
organs missing.
Well,
Goal
we
was.
have a hostile foe. Not a foe, perhaps, but perhaps not a friendly face anymore.
You're the one that threatened him with a rock.
Well, he wasn't telling me what I wanted to know.
And now he really won't tell us anything.
Not if I hit him with a rock.
Oh, he's gone.
I'd like to
poofed.
see him walk back to his master without knees.
Why is it always a kneecap?
They're really easy to break.
Yeah,
Very vulnerable.
he wouldn't even need to walk back if he can just teleport. You know, he's
Well, Yeah, okay, then he teleports and kind of like crumples onto the ground in front of his master. That'd be pretty embarrassing, honestly. Like, that would be the moral victory, even if he got away, you know?
We don't know specifically which village he came from, right?
No, he just said north.
North? How many northern villages are there?
There aren't that many.
I mean, we could go check out his village and see if he was even telling the truth about that.
Does it matter if he was telling the truth?
If there's a nasty disease spreading, well, I would think it's kind of important.
I think we already have proof that there is a nasty disease spreading from that, from the body's infected wound. And I mean, perhaps I'm, metagaming this up, but it was an animal wound. So I'm thinking either it's a magical disease itself being spread by an animal, or there's something making disease go faster. Except that's complete metagaming because my character wouldn't know any of that shit. So,
So, what have you guys decided to do?
We're going on an adventure.
So we're gonna do what he wanted us to do in the first place and go up to see his master?
Yeah, that's the only clue we got.
so we're gonna just leave our people to die from this disease that he's probably spread through here? Okay.
Well, I mean, I could do a quick scan, see if any of them are sick right now, and then just cure them. Oh, but that involves work. A lot. Wait.
Well, we just have to ask around, see if anyone's sick, and then we could look into it more, you know?
Everybody form a single file line.
I mean, that is something you guys could assemble, but I mean, it's up to you guys.
Well, Igor is really close to the village, so. Do you want us to do that? I mean, we can.
I think we're gonna have to just go chase the guy down because, I mean, look, if you could just teleport away, what's gonna stop him from teleporting in while I'm taking a nap and stabbing me to death? Nothing.
Well, you take a nap and then somebody stays awake and watch.
Okay, yeah, but we can't just, live in paranoia for the rest of, life. That some, vengeful northern guy is gonna come up, just teleport in, stab me because I threatened to hit him with a rock.
Well, maybe
I
you
gotta
shouldn't
finish
threaten
the
people
job
with
first.
rocks.
Yeah, this is why we try and stay on good terms with, the wise of other villages.
Yeah.
One
Igor,
village
you
is
should have
dead.
known this already.
He doesn't have a village. I don't have to be nice to him.
Well, by your own admission, he could just teleport in the middle of the night and stab you.
Yeah,
That's
that's
reason
why
enough.
I'm gonna go craft some stone sleeping clothes.
All right. So then, what are we doing? Am I getting my donkey? Am I going back to my swamp?
The thing is, even if we wanted to go chase the guy, apart from north, we don't have a direction. We don't know that this guy's master is north either.
Is there any kind of spell that we can use?
Nothing that I've got, I don't think.
I can't think of any.
You have one dot in space, correct?
Yeah.
Can't you see sympathetic links with that?
I have. Let me see.
I believe you can, like,
Space.
sympathy. Correspondence probably would have been the best to use before he teleported.
Yeah, probably.
I'm getting my donkey. I go and grab my donkey. I wonder if he saw anything.
There's locate object.
I wonder
With whom?
because
Tell us.
when he pet dog let him.
Mm-hmm.
Dog doesn't, like most people. So either he used a spell, or, I mean, it seems likely that he used a spell. And if he did, I might be able to trace him.
He did just use a spell too. Like he did teleport away.
Well, I mean, with correspondence,
Oh,
I can, with a reach, I can follow a trail of sympathetic links. So if he established a sympathetic link with dog, I may be able to trace that. Does that sound doable, oh great voice in the sky?
Yes, it is doable. What you're thinking is doable. However, you would need to check on dog to see if a spell had been used.
Right. Well, how long does Mage Sight last?
To my knowledge, it only lasts a scene.
Ah.
Or it lasts until you deactivate it, and unless you're actively using it, you get penalties. I know that.
Yeah,
The further
I think
you
if
get
you use it for too long, you start needing to pay willpower, I think.
Yeah. So I would assume it's down. You would have to react.
I mean, do you guys think it's worth trying?
Yeah, we need a direction to start.
All right, so then I will use Mage Sight.
Prime?
Well, Prime and Forces are automatic. Prime
Yeah.
would be the best one to use. Anything with Prime?
No, there has been no spell cast on your dog. Even though the kidney that you have stowed away, you can still see all the, spilled mana all over it.
Ooh, can I trace him with that?
Certainly worth a shot.
Yeah. Let's try that.
Okay, so give me your correspondence roll.
Correspondence is space 1.
Hold up though.
Yes.
Because you're using the reach property of that spell. You only have one in the Arcanum, so that means you would.
I would have to do
ritual cast
ritual or paradox.
Yep.
Ritual would take an hour, yes, because Gnosis 3.
Yes, and you are currently in the center of town.
And currently in the center of town.
Well,
Okay, so we go somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's not a big deal. I just go to my hut or your hut, whichever hut. Pick a hut.
We'll go to his.
His as in mine, or
Igor.
okay.
Yes,
Right
also
in
in
front
the
of it.
center of town.
Yes, but we're standing right in front of it, so
Optimal energy flow.
or your hut it is. So I'm going into his hut.
Are you guys staying outside to stay watch, or are you going to go in with him?
Do you need any help with this ritual, or is it just you?
Are you familiar with space?
I don't think so.
Then no, you're of no help.
Nope, no space. All right, I'll stay out and watch.
Stay watch, yes.
I'll just be outside then.
You got nothing in space
my
either?
house. No.
He's gonna blow up your
I
house.
have matter.
You don't matter.
All right, give me that roll then with any yantras you've decided to use.
He's so gonna blow up your house.
The usual dedicated tool in high speech, so that's 3 extra dice.
He's gonna net 1.
6. 6 dice.
He creates a wormhole.
2 successes.
Ah. Low key.
You can tell he has actually teleported relatively close by. In the general direction of the burial mound. Of the burial monolith that you guys were just at. In the time frame, obviously, that it's taken you to cast this, however, he could have moved away from there.
That's true.
But you can tell, or he wouldn't have gotten that far within an hour unless he teleported again. So he could be very well still in the area.
All right. So I will burst out of the hut. He could still be here. It says he's near the burial grounds. He might have
I'm
moved.
grabbing an extra rock and then I'm going that direction.
Now, keep in mind, he is a wise. He's very dangerous.
But why would he teleport so close? It's a
He's
trap.
not done with the corpses. Come on, this is he's going back into to cast the trigger spell to raise his undead army or something. I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, we better book it till he poofs again.
So, sorry, what?
We'll go investigate again.
Mhm.
It doesn't take you long to get back to the burial monolith. Nothing seems to have been disturbed, so when he arrived, he left immediately. If you want to continue to track him, you might need to use more mundane means to track him.
So he teleported here and walked away? Ran away?
Yes. He didn't teleport again or anything like that, to your knowledge.
Okay, so he left some more footprints then, I would assume.
Yes.
And good boy dog can follow him by smell as well.
You teleported your dog? Or, sorry, you guys didn't teleport. My bad.
No, yeah.
That's on me there. Wait.
Well, of course we did. You wanna leave the dog. Okay, before we actually go chasing him, I guess I should probably ask, do we want to, not kill him immediately? Because I'm down to kill him immediately. That's a bad idea, but I'm down to do it.
How about when we find him, we'll just feel the room. If you feel that you need to kill
Okay,
him,
well, I mean, if we're
in.
sneaking up on him, if he doesn't know we're there,
and then
do
you
we
want to
attack? Do we,
head
open
bash?
with, a sneak attack, Or do we just, hey, get
We're
the fuck
here.
back? No, wait, I can't say that. Ah,
Too late. As stated, we'll feel the room. We'll be sneaky if he looks like he's doing anything weird, suspicious, or magical. Yeah, maybe we'll continue with the sneakiness. We'll just feel the room once we get to there. All right.
All right.
How far can someone go in a couple hours, I wonder?
how fast are they moving?
Yeah. I want to I want to
Okay,
try
we
to
have to
top
first
one,
find tracks, though, before,
Which I would need a survival plus
I think all of
wits
us.
from your dog, since your
Ooh.
dog's the one tracking.
Yeah. But I want I want to try a combo spell.
A combo spell?
A combo spell. I should be able to do one at the 3 Gnosis.
What 2 spells are you going to try to combine, and how are you combining it?
I'm going to use the outward and inward eye, space 1, which lets me see in all directions all at once.
Okay.
And then I want to use forces. Where did it go? F for forces. Hold on, I gotta find it. It's fate. I want forces. Where is it?
Forces what?
Forces 2, zoom in. Which, with 1 reach, I can see clearly to a distance of 1 mile per dot of forces. So it'd be 2 miles.
So that would be your 1 free reach.
Yeah.
Wait, you've got 3 forces, don't you?
I have 3 forces, yes.
So you actually have 2 reaches on that, but how does that work with combined?
I use them both at once.
Yeah, but do you use the lower of the 2 or the higher of 2 to determine your free reaches?
That's a good question. Probably the lower.
Yeah, that's what I was going to assume. So we'll assume the lower. So you only have 1 free reach.
1 free reach.
Which will so if you want to, it'll either take another hour for you to do it, or you can risk another paradox.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
He's trying to combine 2 different spells together.
Oh, you could do that?
Yes.
Oh. Cool.
Although I might push it to 3 reach.
So you're thinking about just taking the paradox?
Yeah. If I do instant cast and with the reach for distance per dot of forces and indefinite duration, that I think that also costs us a mana as well.
Yes, it does. And you can only spend 3 mana a turn. Just
Well,
so
this
you're
would be
aware.
the only mana per turn.
Okay, so you're not going to use your mana to try and reduce the paradox?
Oh yes, I could do that. I could use the other 2 mana to reduce the paradox dice. That will surely happen.
Okay, hold on here. Mitigate, removing 1 per dot of mana, so you're removing 2 dots. Or 2 dice, sorry.
So are we just using spells to find them?
This is for as we're going.
Oh,
We're still going to be tracking him.
so we're moving right now, right? We're tracking him down. Or are you casting a spell to track him down?
Okay.
Yes to both.
So that's still 2 paradox die.
It is still 2?
Yep, because it would have been a total of 4.
Okay.
So, let's see here.
Fortunately, I only have inconvenient spells.
So how does that work?
You get another paradox. Because I succeeded in my paradox roll.
Great.
You still need to roll your spell.
Oh yeah, I use the higher or the lower to roll. I forget.
It's what would be? It would be the higher. I actually remember that. It is higher. The higher of the 2.
So that's 6 dice. Oh, so close.
So you got 4 successes.
Yes. If I had gotten 5, I could have got a exceptional success.
Yeah. Okay, so you want
mitigated the paradox.
Now,
Sorry?
you need to tell me if you want to contain or release this paradox.
I've already contained one. I guess I'll release this one.
Okay. Okay, a paradox occurs regardless of the spellcaster's success or failure.
Good luck, everyone else.
He's gonna blow up.
Okay. It does not make your spell fail, because you do have more successes than it does. All right, let's see here. The storyteller can use Paradox Reach to change the spell's factors of the spell. I get to have 2 reach since you used 2.
Interesting.
For 2 reach, I can change the subject of the spell.
Okay.
Catalina,
Yeah.
all of a sudden your character can see up to, how many miles is it?
1 mile per dot, so to 3 miles.
3 miles in every direction.
I close my eyes. What?
You actually can still see.
Ah.
Yeah, it's magical.
Okay, what'd you do?
That was supposed
Ah!
to go on me.
I hold on to my donkey.
It was a little advanced, so I guess that's why it went on you. What do you
What do I see? Well, I see
everything, right?
what do I see?
You're inside the burial mound, so you see everything inside the
No,
monolith.
she sees everything within 3 miles. Even
So she can see
around
through
walls and
things?
inside things, yes.
Trippy.
Yeah,
Inside buildings.
That's why I screamed.
yeah. You see a lot of things. You see a lot of things you don't want to see.
What do I see?
Ah!
Yes.
Yeah, quite frankly, this is a yes, so it's more like, what are you wanting to see?
Okay, what do I want to see? Well, I'm looking for what's his face. So, do I see him?
Yes, he is currently in the woods out to the west. He seems to have constructed some sort of makeshift shelter there.
Okay. Well, guys, I see him. It looks like he is resting for the. Wait, what time is it? Can I say for the night?
You guys have been ritually casting stuff, so hours have went by. It would probably be at least midday, if not a little bit later.
All right. It looks like he's resting for the day. Yep. So I see he's heading west. West?
He's already in the west.
Oh, he's in the west. He headed to the west. Do we know what's in the west?
I mean, it's in the direction that you guys are, in the direction that Catalina lives. So he's kind of in like the more dry part of your forest.
Oh, okay. So he's not in my swamp then.
No, he's not in your swamp. Shrek.
It's my swamp. No one else can have it. Don't worry. I laid out booby traps. It's all good.
So you guys want to go after him?
Yes, we go towards him.
Trying to see if there's a way I can build like a cannon from here. I don't think so.
Well, I was gonna say, what kind of unfortunate things
Can you do to him?
would one occur in this time era while camping out?
A tree branch could fall on him.
That is within your scope of fate.
He could step in poop.
Ooh, I like that one.
Get some leeches. I don't know.
Let's see.
And do you want to keep poking at him?
Yes.
Shouldn't we like catch up to him first?
Well, mine isn't gonna take long. And we're still moving.
So, you want to use exceptional luck then? You can either curse them with, bless them with good luck, or curse them with misfortune. So that would be like stepping in poop and stuff like that.
In case we don't reach him, what would be something to slow him down?
I mean,
breaks his leg.
Wait, what?
He breaks his leg, is what he said.
He
trips and breaks.
stumbles and like breaks an ankle or leg or something. I don't know. I don't know what the limits of your spell are.
I just cause unfortunate events. Bad luck. I am bad luck.
Unfortunately, he went into cardiac arrest and died.
We're not trying to kill him, though. You know what?
Or not?
I want him to just, I don't know. It would be unfortunate if he twists his ankle while building his little shelter.
Okay, so that would be your Gnosis plus your Fate, so that's a total of 5 dice. He gets to oppose this via his Composure roll to withstand your successes that you get.
I only got one.
Well, I mean, one
You only
still.
need one.
Oh.
Actually, with his withstand, yeah.
I've got
Go
to
ahead.
see here. His Composure's 4. Here, if the spell goes off. This is Fate 2. Wait, hold up. Because you would have to be doing this at sensory range. Oh, you get a paradox. Because you only have 1 free reach. So hold up. Let me roll your paradox. You only did 1 free reach, or you did 1 reach over, so you get 2 paradox die, unless you want to spend 2 mana.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so that costs 2 mana. So I'll just roll his thing. Okay. He's able to withstand it, so you did everything correctly. You spoke the words correctly, you weaved the magic correctly, it just doesn't take hold. You can feel his spirit resist and shake it off.
His ankle resisted it. He has a very strong ankle.
All right, and with this, we will go ahead and call it. This has been The Domain Gaming, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, it's gonna be. It's not wanting to leave.
I guess we'll continue.